Hello, everyone. Welcome to Heartlines. This is our space where we discuss everything relationship and love. And I'm your host, Franca. Tonight on the show, I have Chente Okoli, my regular Monday guy, and another regular Monday girl is back on the show, Jacinta Powell. Jacinta, how now?
Okay.
This is the first time you're on the show since I got back, right?
Yes, actually, yes.
How are you? Fine girl.
I'm fine.
How have
I'm
you been doing?
okay.
How's Lagos?
Lagos is okay.
Happy
Lagos is
birthday,
fine.
Jess. It was on Saturday, right?
Thank you.
It was on
Yes, it
Saturday.
was.
Yeah. I
Yes.
saw you. I saw you somewhere. I saw you somewhere in the night. But how was it?
With the regular suspects.
Yes. With the regular
Yes.
suspect,
Regular.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
But how was it? Hope you had fun.
Yes, I did. Yes, I
Nice.
did. It was nice.
Yeah. Chente, how now? My guy.
I do. I
My guy.
see. I just dey happy. See my body just dey sweet me as Jacinta dey here. Hey, welcome, Jess. We've actually missed you so
This
much.
Chente will kill me. Say body just the sweeter. So Chente, because Jacinta is here now, you know, if not me now, you say you feel cold. You're not feeling cold again.
Abeg, body.
Good to be here. Seriously, I missed you guys as well.
Yeah. No, Jacinta, it's always fun having you around, you know. Get this vibe where you they give
Aw.
us. There's this vibe that you
That's so
give to
nice.
us, you know. Okay, so Chente, today we're discussing, should cheating always be a relationship ender? What's your take? You know you don't like cheating at all.
To be honest, I feel I don't know because I feel like these days, I think people are beginning to like define their relationship in another light, right? Or
Okay.
people are beginning to be open in other ways, right? And so I've actually seen people in relationships that cheating is not a big deal. Do you understand? I mean, there are things like open relationships nowadays, but even outside of open relationships, I've seen people that are exclusive, but cheating is not a big deal for them. And so that is why this topic is quite, for me, I'm like, I don't know, Sha. But I feel like for some people, it is a big deal, and for some people, it is not a big deal. But I believe that the reason why it is a big deal for some people is because of, I think once somebody cheats, there is a lot that is actually broken, right? And to be honest, it's not just trust. It is safety, it's like emotional bond, right? There are a lot of things that are actually broken that has to do with, when you're actually cheating. So I just feel like it's different for everybody. For some people, it may not be a big deal. For some people, it's a big deal. But people and their relationship, it depends on what they like and what they fancy. So
True. Okay. Because I'm going to go to Jess, but I want to go to her when we get somewhere, you know. I know that a lot of, do people really leave because of the cheating? Because in recent times, we've heard them say, you leave your husband because he's cheating and you go become a side chick somewhere. Do you understand? So you're leaving your marriage because or your relationship because the person is cheating. And then you go date someone else and you know you are a side chick there. Make it make sense.
to be honest, I just feel like all of these things are complicated. Let me not lie. Sometimes I get stressed because sometimes I'm like, pick a struggle in life, like pick a struggle. Do you get that kind of thing, right? But I understand where you're actually coming from, right? I mean, and for some people, actually, people do that as a spite, right? He did this to me, so I'm going to get back to him, right? I'm going to look for how to hurt him. For some people do it like that. I would do my own back. It's not like they really want to do it anyways. But as I said, I don't know, to be honest. I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe Jess should help us.
Okay. Jess, your take.
Oh, wow. Just like Chente said, it's a very, very robust topic, to be honest. And there's no one shoe fits all, one size fits all when it comes to this topic, you know. Um, like you just mentioned, some people would leave a marriage or relationship and then become a side chick to someone else, you know. And so it's just like it's all around. It's going. It's you can't explain what's going on. But I'll say something that cheating does take away the essence of the relationship, no matter how much we look at it. Once you find that your partner is cheating on you, it does take away something very fundamental in that relationship, which is the being able to be vulnerable, being able to feel safe, you know, being able to to say that this is mine. You know what I mean? You can't say this is my own anymore. It's not now more like it is it's ours. And once that is there, it can never flourish the way you think that, you know, your man is your man. Because once you know that other people are also, you know, in there, it could then start to feel like, okay, let us see what we can get out of it. You know what I mean? Let's see who can grab the most of the time, you know. So it just messes up with your mental health, how you think about the relationship. Trust me, you know, if it's the women who are married, they start to focus more on their children, start to see how they can grab when it comes to financial gains or whatever, you know, and just the originality, the authenticity that's expected in a relationship is never there because you're cheating, you're running around the place. So it means that everything is a lie. Where are you is a lie. Where you going is a lie. What are you doing is a lie. So when I know that it's all lies, 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 and lies, then you stop asking questions. You don't want to know what the person is doing. And that is also at risk for the other partner because you could be in danger, you could be in trouble, you know. So I just feel that cheating in itself, we cannot, I know that it's accepted now, you know, people are marrying those cheating on them, you know, nobody's, it's just like a plague now, you know. You really find it's so difficult for you to actually see a man, you know, or even now a woman who's not cheating on their spouse or their relationship. It's just like it's not supposed to happen in this world. You know, that's what it's looking like. So people are beginning to accept it for what it is. You know, they begin to accept the idea that okay, rather so everybody let's cheat. And so women are also open to cheating. Yeah, women are now
Sister,
open
please,
to
you have a very
cheating.
funny way of saying, everybody, let's cheat.
Yeah, but that's what is becoming. That's what's happening
True.
now because the men are not willing to stop. Women are getting frustrated and they don't want to be frustrated being the one nagging. So then they're also finding ways in which they can occupy their time. So all the whole family dynamics, marriage, everything is just going, it's just significantly
Going south.
declining over the years. It is. And we cannot not say that it is not. No matter how much, you know, they buy you the latest handbags or fly you in, you know, private jets, take you to the best, whatever, tell you they love you, you know that it's all bollocks because at the end of the day, my emotional security is gone. How we're supposed to feel for one another, the originality of why we came even in the first place, why we became a unit, is gone. It's gone because I'm sharing you. After a while, I'll tell you start wearing a condom, maybe, or I could tell you, oh, maybe we should. You know, there's just so much that's the fear, and that's why to today I don't blame women who actually pack their bags and actually leave their husbands. It is a valid reason, and anyone who wants to do that should go ahead and do it.
I
Okay.
agree.
Okay, so now we're trying to save marriages here. You know,
Yeah.
so today we're saying let's save marriages. What should people
Okay.
do differently? Individuals, because okay, someone cheats. See, let's be honest, let's not paint it. As much as we want to say, oh, this is a union, this is something that is, special and everything, it's actually difficult. So let's be very honest. Sometimes you just get angry. Sometimes you just get tired of the same person. Sometimes the person just does something and you're like, you know what? Why do I have to go through all this? So yes, we have those issues. Do you understand? Again,
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't I'm not saying, oh,
Justify.
it doesn't justify cheating. Do you understand?
Yeah.
But yes, it happens. One. So I don't want to say, oh, it's okay to cheat once in 10 years, but it happens.
Okay.
Is that enough to end your marriage? Let's be realistic.
Okay. I think that so when you find out, because there are many things at risk, all right, because it's not just about you anymore. Maybe their children. So it depends on the stages. You can't be selfish anymore because you already know most people who are married today know that their partners were cheating on them, but they still went ahead and got married.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, many, many, many of them. So if you knew that from the beginning and you got married to this person, then it shouldn't be something that should end your marriage.
There shouldn't be a deal
So
breaker.
no, it shouldn't be a deal breaker because you accepted it already when you were dating. If you knew it was going to be a deal breaker, then you should have actually, obviously, ended the relationship than going on to marry the person. So be true to yourself. So once you already know that this man is cheating on me already, and you go into the marriage with that idea, with that knowledge, then you look for other things that can help you better focus on the marriage. Because I feel like I always say to you, Franca, it's the person who's losing that makes the tantrums. It's always the person who's at the losing end. Because most people go into marriages without negotiating properly. They don't put themselves first and all the benefits are supposed to come to them. They just assume, and then when they get in there, they find out that it's not paying me. Then they start screaming, acting as though it's because the man is cheating. But you know that it's not that. It's because you found out that you shot yourself in the foot. You have not negotiated
Properly.
Yes.
Okay.
You're now using cheating as the yardstick, and you and the guy know that it is not. That is not what it is. So I would say that yes, I'll say that there are other things that there are other things that are more important than just cheating.
Cheating.
If
Yeah.
you really want your yes, if you really want your marriage to
To
work,
work.
like yes. So you see, neglect. Do you know when you're being neglected as a woman, it cuts deeper than cheating. When you're not being appreciated as a woman, when you're not being respected, okay, when you're just tossed around, those things hurt more than cheating. But you see, most people don't bring that to the front line whenever there's a divorce. They just
Mm-hmm.
bring up the cheating because people will listen to you better when you talk about cheating. But I can tell you, a woman who is well respected, who her voice is solid in the home, okay, who makes decisions, who is very attuned with the business sector of the marriage, who has a say in how the family dynamics goes on, who her husband makes sure that he hides all the ways in which he can find out. He puts an effort. Trust me, she will not leave him because he's cheating on her. Because all of those things are ticked. And those are the most important things for women, to be honest. Because let's be honest, at some point you don't care where he sticks that thing in. You just want to make sure that you're mentally sane. You wake up in peace, everything is sorted, and so much more. I don't know. Trying to help me here.
Okay, so I
Oh
hear
my
you.
God.
So I actually hear you loud and clear, but people need to understand. So I think that people need to be more educated when it comes to these things. People don't understand being respected and cheating, like you
Okay.
Yeah.
rightly mentioned. So that the man respects you, but they will tell you, but I wanted to ask a question. When someone is cheating on you, is that person respecting you?
Okay. So
Or when the person is cheating and hiding it, that's respect. Chinte, we had this
now,
conversation.
Yes,
now it goes
on
hand in
on
hand.
on Friday, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now I wouldn't say that cheating is disrespect. No, it's not disrespect. It's a selfish behavior. It's a selfish act that someone has decided to explore.
Okay, so it's
Now, when
when
I
he
say it's
does it to your
disrespect,
face.
yes, now that's what I was going to. When he starts to cheat on you and bring the woman to the house,
That's
or he's cheating with the
disrespect.
house help, or cheating with your sister, that's when he has crossed the line.
Okay.
Okay. But if you're cheating, and I don't know, maybe even if I forget to find out, but that's not a direct disrespect to, to who I am when it comes to the word respect and disrespect. He's just taking out his selfish urges outside. He's just, that's him and
He's just being
his
silly.
decision making. Yes, that's him making decisions, selfish one, of course. But
Okay.
it's not a direct, not disrespect, yes.
Okay.
Yes,
Chente,
for
do
the,
you
for
agree?
the word.
Yes, in a way I do, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I also feel like, so it might not be disrespect to you, but it's very, very, like, it's a big disrespect to the marriage, to the
Mm-hmm.
union, to the both of you,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because once you enter like a marriage, you have to respect the vows that both of you actually made. So it might not be like a direct disrespect to you, but it's definitely a disrespect to the commitment that both of you have actually, that you people are going to do this, right? It's for better, for worse, or whatever you guys have actually said. But
Okay.
also there was something that Jess said, right, which I would just like to weigh on. And it's the idea of some people actually knew that their partners were actually cheating before they actually entered that marriage, right? And so I believe that yes, some people had that idea, but I believe that people also in marriages have the ability to say what they want at any given time. Do you understand? Like, I don't think it would be selfish for me to say, because I mean, people get self-aware, people go on their healing journey after they've actually married. And so they might not even know what they truly, truly want when they got married. In marriage, you can realize, I'm not this person anymore. I deserve better. I deserve somebody that will actually stay. Yes, when I was getting married, I may have in a way let it go or let it slide. Maybe because my eyes was in another thing, right? Maybe it was because of money or something. I didn't just value myself to that extent to say I want somebody that will respect me or that would not cheat on me. But now you are here, you're possibly more self-aware, you've done the work, right? If at any point where you feel like this in a way doesn't suit who I want to be, right? Or doesn't align with the kind of partner that I want, you can at that point try to address it. I don't think it's going to be like a selfish thing to say, oh,
Mm.
because of I married you and I was okay with when you were cheating. Now that I feel like I feel this way because of where we're married, I wouldn't. Do you understand? I would no longer. I think that at every point in time, you have to evaluate where you are and make that decision to move forward.
Yeah.
So
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
yeah,
just like
Mm-hmm.
I said, it's a valid reason, for you to
exactly.
leave. Yes, of course, it is a valid reason, and we've said this more times than usual that people change. We want better things as we grow older, and so if
True.
you get to a point of when you say, you know what, I cannot continue to take this because my
Mm-hmm.
mental health is not capable of
Mm-hmm.
receiving such treatment, you can then walk away. You understand? It is a valid reason, of course, but I'm
Mhm.
also saying, like we are saying, if we're trying to save the marriage, there are other things as well,
They are
that
more
you have to also
important.
look at. Yes, very
Mm-hmm.
important.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, so, but again, like I said, you leave the marriage and then you go, you leave the marriage and you go be, no, because I've seen it on social media. People have been talking
Maybe
about
they
it.
don't want a commitment at that point in time. Maybe they
Okay.
just don't want to go through that emotional buhaha anymore. Because some people do want a break. Because let me tell you, Franca, it's a lot to actually put your emotions in the hands of someone else. I know that we say
Very
that we
true.
love ourselves first, we love ourselves first, but let me tell you, sharing some sort of emotional bond with someone, it's a lot of stress.
Okay.
It is a lot. Like, do you know what it does to your even your immune system? You know what it does to you as a human being when you don't get it right? It takes a lot. So maybe the person might say to herself or himself, you know what, at this point in my life for the next 5 years, I just want to date on the surface, just have some
Mhm.
nice, men or women on the corner, date two or three, just enjoy myself. Do you get what I mean? So
Mm-hmm.
it's allowed that I'm living a marriage and I just want to have fun.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll cheat with somebody else's husband. So
Okay, but
I,
Jess, no.
that's where I want to be.
Okay, so but Jess, my issue is not that you're dating someone. My issue is that you're leaving your husband because he's cheating, and then you're going to cheat and frustrate somebody else's wife.
But that's the thing. It's all about us now. It's an individual thing. So I'm leaving my husband because I cannot take the emotional stress that is on me. So don't you understand? I have
And
a
you're going
pressure
somewhere to
on
go and
me.
inflict it on someone
No, I'm
else.
not giving that person my no. That's I don't care for that person. You should understand. It is always an individual thing. Yeah, we are
Okay.
selfish
Exactly.
beings.
Like, why do I have to care for your wife?
Do
Like,
you
it doesn't
understand?
concern me.
So I'm leaving my marriage because I don't want to go through the pain, the hurt, because I love this man. All right. So
Okay.
I want to heal, and on my healing journey, I just want to have fun. I just want to, do you understand? Have one or two or three
Okay,
between
so
my
no, so
legs.
see,
Just
I
carry on.
totally understand it, but I'm trying to justify for our viewers why it happens because I've seen a
Yes, I
lot of
like
people
that. Have
question
one or
it.
two or three between my legs. I'm gonna hold on to that.
You see why you
No,
see
but it's
why
true.
you see why I like to bring her on the show, you know. But see, I hear this. I hear this and it's a problem because you see a lot of women, go after side chicks and it's just like married women now have issues with single girls. And then tomorrow, you see a married woman, you know, dating another. It's just crazy out there. And I'm wondering, I'm saying, so
Yeah.
in my head, I'm thinking, is it better off to try and make where you are, what you have work, or move? So again, from what you said, depends on the person's state of mind.
Yeah. To be honest, right? I believe, see, any married woman that is going after the side chick of your husband, all of you in that, both you, the married woman, the
WhatsApp
husband,
group.
and the girl that is chasing, all of you are mumu. All of you, like,
Change
you
a
would
better word.
deserve
All of them they
the
met. All of them they
Do you
met. I mean,
understand?
how did they
All
say
of
it?
you are moving mad.
Exactly.
Especially in this Lagos. They are everywhere. All of you are moving mad because I mean, what did the other girl do to you? It's your husband that do you understand?
Yeah.
Do you get like there is nothing the other girl did to you? Your husband had the eyes to say, I'm
No,
not doing,
Chente.
even if the girl approached him.
No,
He
Chente,
had
let
the
me tell
eyes
you
to say,
now.
I'm truly not doing.
I was talking to someone yesterday and he say, I know they carry girl and I guess they carry me.
But you they follow them.
What thing I go do?
You
Somebody
they
say
follow
follow me.
them now.
Chente, somebody say follow me. Will you not follow? If they carry you go where you don't know.
Why I go follow I be mumu? Do you understand? Ah,
Oh
But a
my
lot of
God.
nonsense,
See, it's
a lot of
unfortunate
nonsense is
that
going on.
let's be
Jacinta,
honest
what
with
did you
you.
say?
I said it's unfortunate, yeah, how what our generation has turned out to be. No joke.
yeah.
There are people say they have dignity, but then they lack they feel that it's normal. It's a new normal now. To chase women, sleep with several women, and lie and lie and lie to your partner. But what these men don't understand is that for every time a woman asks you a question, she already knows the answer. For every woman who doesn't speak, before she asks you that, she has receipts. She knows what she's talking about, but she just wants to see you lie in your element so that every day she looks at you, there'll be some sort of degrading. Where she's to put you, the pedestal that you used to be on, she's just lowering it so she can have that whatever to leave when she's ready. It is so disgusting. It is so unacceptable. Like it is like and you wonder what's the essence of a man and a woman in a relationship anymore. What are we doing? And then you see us or you see them, outside trying to make it look as though everything is beautiful,
True.
everything is wonderful. But everybody knows no, everything is not wonderful. Everybody in there, I don't know everybody, but people know what you do outside. People see you. People have your stories. Like you said, yes, it's some way disrespectful to the union as it is. Yeah, because the way a man behaves outside or the way a woman behaves outside is a kind of respect people are gonna give
Give
to
to
their
what you
partner.
have.
Yes. It's
I
how you
totally
treat
agree
each
with you.
other. That's how people are going to treat the both of you. When they see
Yes.
the woman, the pull their nose at her, say, look at this one, her husband is everywhere. Dirty man. And she's there thinking that she's pretty. You know what I mean? But you see, when a man cherishes his wife and holds her in high
High
esteem,
esteem.
it also trickles down, it falls on her as well, as though a veil of pride and dignity. You know? So I don't understand. And you think that 1 minute or that 5 minutes is for you're destroying your union, you're destroying everything that you're trying to build. And when the woman leaves there, the men don't see why. Is it because I carry one girl? So you think that's not a problem?
Do you
The way
understand?
they say it, as if it's nothing, it's appalling.
Oh,
It's
but
appalling, really.
Jess, I've heard where, again, you say that's why I say this thing they tire to judge. I've heard
I'm telling you.
where people actually say, oh, that man they carry girl, boy, they respect his wife. You know they use the wife play. Oh.
You see, this is a side commentary. These
Make
are
it
people
make
just
sense.
no, that's what I'm saying. They all know that. See, that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to butter the bread, back the back, the front, the side. We're just trying to butter what is not working. They're just trying to make sense of what is not true. He's cheating on his wife. Yes, he doesn't play with his wife.
He's
How is
cheating.
that?
They carry girl, oh, but you know they use the wife play. He like your wife gone.
How? So
Some of the times, that is actually even a manipulation technique.
yes, it
It's to
is.
But who is
manipulate you.
no, but who is manipulating who? Because it's not the guy saying it, it's the outsiders that are saying it.
Because the
See,
guy is doing. They say, listen, the guy is
the
a
man is
trickster.
manipulating the wife by
He is a
treating her
showbiz
well,
guy.
massaging her while he's doing things outside. That is
And let me just say,
stupidity.
that's one of the worst
True,
manipulative tactics you can ever
true.
find.
Oh no, but no,
That woman would
no, wait. Let me rephrase. The man is cheating, he doesn't bring it to the wife. But he treats his wife with respect. Do you understand? The wife doesn't know. It is the out. You know, Jacinta. You know when you were speaking before now, you said that when people is the way you treat your wife outside that people get to see how you treat your wife. That's how they eventually treat your wife. That's why
yes.
I mentioned this. So you will hear people say, you understand, those side comments we're trying to portray on. You hear people say this man is a womanizer, but he doesn't joke with his wife. It is not the man saying it. It is not the wife
How do
saying
they
it.
even know? First of all, first of all,
But
people's eyes
Jacinta, have you not heard people say it?
no,
I
see,
have heard it countless times. But
Countless
what you don't understand
times.
is that woman knows her husband is cheating on her.
yes,
And
Okay.
that woman knows that he's putting up a show when they're outside, just so that
very
people
Okay.
can
true.
look at them in a
So that
certain
people
way.
can look at them and
Yeah,
now,
look at them in a
so that
certain
people
way.
can. You don't understand.
The man
Because
knows what he's doing. It's a
again,
manipulative
right?
tactic.
Again, that
But
is a
Jacinta, it goes
manipulation
back.
tactic
No,
because
Chente, sorry,
he's
hold
trying
on.
to show
The Chente,
everybody
hold on.
that he's taking care of her.
Yes, so Jacinta, it goes back to what you were saying that for some people, it's not just about the cheating. If the guy respects you, if the guy does everything he needs to do, then you don't bother about the cheating. That's exactly
Yes.
what's happening
So that
here. The guy is cheating,
yes.
but he's taking full responsibility for the wife. The wife is the one who calls the shot at home. The wife does what she needs to do, and everything is good.
Okay, let me rephrase that. You see, here in life, you cannot be a non-entity. Neither can you want anything 100%. Like I said, you tick your boxes. What is most important to you? We are different
Exactly.
people, you
Okay.
know. And like I also said, if cheating is also your deal breaker, why not? But
Okay.
some women, that is not a deal breaker. So they have certain things that if they can tick off the box that is given to her, cheating becomes nothing. All right. They have been built emotionally to handle a cheating man, while some women have not been built emotionally, physically, mentally to handle a cheating man. So we cannot use one equation to for everybody.
Okay.
Okay, and that's what I was trying to say. So
Okay.
if that is fine by you, and you're okay with the manipulation, wanting
Okay.
people to think that oh we're happy in the house, oh well and good, why not?
Okay.
Maybe that's what some women even want at the end of the day, that a
Okay.
man shows some sort of respect, shows PDA and so much more out there, even if the house is in shambles. Maybe that's what she wants. So of course, why not?
Okay. Okay. So we have a comment. We have a comment. Can we please put up the comment? Someone just sent a comment, and it says, cheating is completely inexcusable, whether be from the man or the woman. There are levels to cheating. While some people are repentant / serial cheaters, some cheat in the hour of vulnerability and are conscious. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay, so cheating is cheating. So this is Sajo clearly trying to say is inexcusable. Cheating is completely inexcusable. But then again, there are levels to cheating. Some people at the level of vulnerability, which was, which is something I talked about, like, maybe once, I'm not saying cheat, you understand, but it happens maybe once in 10 years. There would always be that point where you're vulnerable, you understand? And then some are very conscious of what they are doing and they're serial cheaters. So there are levels to this thing. Yes, Sergio, we totally agree with you. And but again, it's inexcusable. But when it happens, so what we're saying, for when it happens, what do we do? Should we allow it end the marriage? Because in all honesty, from what I see, sorry?
Okay.
Okay, so from what I see out there, it's not just, so it's no longer about just you. Because, for a very long time, we have been pushing this narrative, do what makes you happy, put yourself first, do you understand? Love yourself more and all that. But you see, that narrative is being misused by a lot of people. Sometimes we should actually, like you said, Jess, you actually said there are other factors. It's no longer about you. We should actually try and save these relationships. And in all honesty, people should now be accountable for their actions.
True.
Yes, people should be accountable for you. If you have done something, own it with your full chest. Do you understand? Own it and then take responsibility for what you have done and then face the consequences. Have a conversation about what you have done. If you really want to be in a relationship, then talk about it. Try and see if
one
it's...
thing I always say, Franca,
yeah.
those who are unrepentant and who wants to keep on cheating will never own up to it. They always would deny and deny and deny. That's how you know a man who is not ready to stop. But when couples come to therapy, and you see the man talking, he'll tell you, "Oh, I cheated this time, I cheated that time." He would even mention these times. But you watch the other people who are deep into it, and who is the who oh my God, who are now, that is what they want, that is who they are. I actually love the fact that you're talking about own up to it, take accountability, but most men don't. And that's how you know a man who's a serial cheat.
Okay. So
So
let's
I
quickly
also
go on a
think
break.
that, right?
Chente, hold your thoughts. Let's quickly go on a break, please. When we come back, we'll analyze a few other things.
Stay tuned. Heartlines will be right back.
This season on Heartlines, we're committed to making a difference in people's lives. So Heartlines, in partnership with Reda Consult, is offering 12 free slots of counseling every quarter for people in need of professional counseling. Additionally, we're taking on 2 pro bono cases for individuals navigating a challenging divorce. To participate, please send an email to counsel@vedaconsult.com with your story. Our team will carefully review all submissions and will contact all the shortlisted candidates. Heartlines is live Mondays to Fridays at 10 p.m. So engage with us.
Thanks for staying with us on Heartlines.
Okay, so please note that you can share your story with us via our WhatsApp number 081 9038 4663, or you can join in the conversation by calling us on 070 2500 7749 or 070 142 42420. And please, please, please remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel at Official Upgrade TV. Okay, so Jess, I hear you loud and clear regarding what you said, that the men who own up, who decide to be accountable for their actions, those are the men that actually want to be repentant. But then, so are you saying the men who do not own up to their actions are not ready to stop? Because a lot of men don't agree, because I hear that there are men who would never own up to what they have done but are willing to stop because they don't want to own up, because they don't want to disrespect their wives.
Franca, there's no healing journey
Without
that you don't. There's no healing journey that you're not going to name it. You're not going to name the problem. There's no acceptance of your wrongdoings. There's no healing journey. So don't tell me that you don't want to. She's already hurt. She's broken. She's already she's literally walking in the shadow of herself from all the heartbreaks and all of the stress that you've inflicted on her over the years, and then you say you don't want to own up because of what? No. If truly a man wants to confess his wants to start a new part in life, he has to confess his sins. He has to confess and say, "This is thing."
Don't make it look that bad.
No, but
Yes,
it's true.
confess your sins. Forgive me,
You have
Father.
to confess your sins. It's even in the Bible. It says that you have to confess your sins. Own up to it. That's the only time you can forge a new path in life. Because let me tell you, when you keep on trying to act as though you have done nothing wrong, tell me, where's the repentance?
Yeah, manipulation.
It doesn't come. It doesn't come. It shows that you don't see anything wrong that you have done. It shows that you're not ready to walk the healing journey with the person. But when you name it, you tame it. You say, "Oh, I have cheated on you. I am sorry." Yeah, ask you questions. When, who, what. When you're ready to say those things, that's when you know a man who is willing to change. So whatever is being said on the street is a lie. It's also another way to manipulate. Cheat.
But Jacinta,
Yes,
okay, so
keep going.
I agree with you. But let's just give some people that benefit of doubt that so that I would not agree to cheating, but I'm willing to work on it. I'm willing to, because there are some people who come for therapy and after therapy they still cheat.
Yeah.
No, I'm not saying that people don't obviously continue with the bad behaviors, even when it comes to therapy. But that's a starting. That's the first step.
Because I personally think that once you have owned up, and then you say you will stop, and then you go back to it, that's a higher level of manipulation.
No, it's just you being aware. You know there's a problem. Yeah, see, being aware is very important. You guys have come to therapy for a problem because she's obviously threatening you that she's going to leave the marriage. That's why you people are in therapy, and now you're aware. You've gone back to it, so you're in progress. There's no you've been cheating for years. One therapy cannot solve the issue. Come on, it's impossible. But when you keep coming, when you go back and you come again and like, "Oh, I did it. I wanted to try." It's something you work on. It's a journey.
Okay, you're not looking at it from the manipulation part of it, because I see manipulation there. You know why I say this? Now you come.
I think it's more okay.
So now, okay,
Go
so
ahead.
you have accepted that you have done something wrong, and then you come for therapy. You speak about it. But the truth is, you know that you are going to do it. You are trying to keep your marriage. Do you understand? You are doing therapy to keep your marriage, to make it look like, because I have seen people like that. They come for therapy, they've come and then they now tell you that, "I don't know how it happened. I just don't know. I think there's a problem with me." That's a higher level of manipulation, in all honesty. Because at the point where that temptation is about to happen, why did you get out your phone to call your wife? Why did you take your phone to call someone to say, "I'm about to do this"? That means you don't have control of yourself.
Okay, let's liken this situation to someone who smokes cigarettes, okay? Because you need to understand that sometimes sex or having multiple partners at some point becomes a habit, one that you cannot just put aside. Just like smoking, people have smoked for 15 years, and some have recovered from it over time. Sometimes this cheating is not just the fact that they want to cheat; it has become a habit now.
So sometimes
there's no feelings. Yes, it is. It is a mental sickness, because they found it as a way of maybe distressing. Maybe when they have some sort of stress levels and it's too high, you just pick up the phone and say, "Hey, meet me somewhere." He
Okay.
gets it out and comes back, and he doesn't even know he did anything. It's nothing anymore.
Okay.
So sometimes you can liken it to habits, yes, chronic habits over time. And it's impossible. So I won't say it's manipulation when it comes to that, because it's something he wants to work on. A lot of people go to rehab for years. They go back to the smoking habits. They come back. They really want to. You just have to give them some sort of if you're trying to work with your partner who you know that all his life, no one, maybe from childhood, his father cheated, his uncles cheated, everybody cheated. Tell me, how can you tell such a man not to cheat? It's in his fabric of his being. It's who he is, what he knows. So
Okay.
he has to take time. Yes, and as a partner, you can't look at it as manipulation. If not, you will not go down the journey with this person. You need to know that
Okay,
it's a
so
sickness.
Sergio continued from where he stopped. So he was saying, he was saying there are different levels to cheating. Why some are unrepentant and serial cheaters. Some cheat in the hour of vulnerability, and are conscious of the wrong act and truly repentant about his
Yeah.
sleep in this hour weakness. So in such situations, while the first person who is unrepentant and a serial cheater that could be enough reason for the person to leave, for the wife to leave. That's a sufficient reason for the wife to leave. But for the other person who just had 1 hour of vulnerability, it's okay for them to have a conversation regarding that incident. You understand? So
That's
they
like what I said.
Yes.
Yes, so it's something
So
that they could actually review and certainly manage, because it comes up once in a while. It's not something that it's just during his hour of vulnerability. Yes, so Sajo, thank you very much. We get that, you know. But
I
so,
feel like
Chente, so do you agree
it's
with
continue.
what Jacinta
Yeah.
just said? Comparing cheating to smoking.
Mm,
Do you understand?
okay.
Because if that is what it is, then we should all understand that it's something that, it didn't just start before the marriage has been there, and it's something that you should be ready to work on as a partner, because he's not doing it willingly. It's not something he's conscious
Um,
about.
so I'm gonna say this right.
Yeah.
Now, I totally understand where Jacinta is coming from, because there are times where patterns are now involved. There are times where it's an addiction,
Okay.
right? Where patterns are now involved in these things.
That's the
And I will say
unrepentant on
this
the serial
e-
ones.
exactly, but I will say this, right? It will take a level of patience. It will take a level of somebody that says that they truly, truly want to stay and work alongside this thing with their partner to do it. But here is the thing also. It doesn't mean that if you that decide to go, whether it's a generational cause, so if you that decide to go, you are a bad person. No, you're not a
Okay.
bad person.
Mm-hmm.
Do you understand? Like, you're
Mm-hmm.
not a bad person, but it
Mm-hmm.
would take somebody that has patience, that says, regardless, I want to do this with you, right? Whether it's a mental health issue, or whether it's like an addiction that this person is constantly working on, why still do, because believe me, there are a lot of risk, and not everybody are open to that risk. There is STD risk. You don't know what this person is bringing into your home. You truly, truly do not know, right? And so, for people that have thought about it and they're like, I cannot stay, you are not a bad person for not staying. I just want us to, because it now feels like what we are trying to do is like, even if it's like a mental health issue, even if it's like a generational thing, even if it's an addiction, you should still stay.
That's not what
No.
we're saying. No, 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 no.
No,
That's not what we're
I
preaching here. So we're
exactly.
saying, no, we're saying everybody, so that's why we said there are levels to cheating. Do you
Mm-hmm.
understand? And people should understand. But that's another reason why, because of this scenario you just painted, that's why I said you're living something that's affecting your mental health, this same cheating,
Mm-hmm.
and then you're going to be a side chick with someone else who has a wife. Will it not still affect your mental health? Do you get where I'm coming from?
Mm-hmm.
So we're saying, let's be clear on why we're living.
Yeah.
That's what we're saying here. Be clear on why you're living. You're not going to live, you're not jumping from frying pan to fire.
Mm-hmm.
Do you get? Because if really it's affecting your mental health here, then why are you doing it here? But guess what? Again, you're
But you
married.
know that sometimes revenge helps your mental health.
Let's not preach that.
You know, right? Revenge
that?
actually helps your mental health.
It boosts your courage.
You
again.
understand? It will help, like, I don't
Confidence.
do my own back. Finally, I can rest.
So, but if we preach that, if you do your own back and you rest, you have lost that relationship.
So, I don't even think the plan.
No, I don't think you've lost the relationship, Franca. Sometimes you even spice up the relationship to come back to how it used to be. It's not one size fits all.
No, but if you have left your marriage, you understand. Most time the tendencies of coming back are really very slim.
Oh no, that's leaving. Yeah, people do though, like you said, very slim. But
very slim.
Why
so
you're
we're saying
still
if
there?
you leave.
I think
no,
we're
we're
talking
not
about why
discussing.
you're still there.
So Jacinta, we're not saying for people we're saying you leave to go be a side chick somewhere else. Do you understand? But if you get married, so it's a different thing when you are still in the marriage and you are cheating. Because
but
you
like
have
I told you.
No, now
But
you
like I
have
told
two.
you.
So this one I just groove. You just there on you're on a different level.
You're on the side dish,
You're on the side dish,
just,
yeah. So it's okay. You guys are just, you guys are just having fun.
Having ice cream and brownies. Okay.
Things by
so
the
what
side.
it is so what like I told you, you cannot judge the people who also leave their marriages and then go and date another woman's husband.
No,
because
I'm not
like
judging.
I said,
no, Jess, I'm not judging.
Okay.
Chente said something that we're making it look like people shouldn't leave even when it affects their mental health. And I'm saying, no, that's not what we're preaching.
Yeah, you can leave. You have every right.
You have every right to
a
leave.
Justifiable reason to leave.
Yeah, we're saying there has to be a good reason. So it should be a good reason to leave. But when you leave and go be a side chick somewhere, you're saying where you are, it was affecting your mental health. Do you understand? That's what we're trying to understand here.
It's possible, Franca.
Okay.
It's possible because you know why? Like I said, being married to someone is very emotional.
Yeah.
There are feelings there. There's expectations there. There are things that you thought, you wished, you planned, you expected. So the gravity in which you're operating in that place cannot be the same when you're just playing around after you've left the marriage. You can date whoever now because there's not so much expectation here or feelings or emotions going on there.
Jacinta,
So
are you
you
sure?
get what I mean?
Jacinta, are you sure there are no emotions in
Franca,
side relationships?
Let me tell you. No, Franca, let me tell you.
I think the people have to be intentional not to think that way.
We didn't plan that we will do this or have this. Like, there's no vows. Do you know what it is for you to be married to somebody? Franca, we've seen people and asked us to be married to them, and we refused. We said no. Do you know what it is for you to say, okay, for better, for worse, you and I together? The high expectation is too high.
Okay.
So women kill their husbands in their sleep. Women poison their husbands for years because of the pain, the agony, the distress, That's why a man can take everything from you. A woman look at herself before she was married and after while she's in the marriage for 10 years and she's gone.
Okay. Okay, so Uwa is saying something. I think people don't understand. So Uwa is saying, Franca, not everyone is interested in salvaging a relationship. If cheating is a deal breaker, it is a deal breaker. Fine. If it's a deal breaker, it's fine. We don't have a problem if it's a deal breaker.
Yes.
It is fine if it's a deal breaker for you. But what we're questioning is if it's a deal breaker for you that someone is cheating on you, then how are you able to be in a relationship when that person is cheating on on someone else? That's the question. If it's a deal breaker for you, then I would expect that you would not be in a similar relationship somewhere else. That's my thought here. So we're not saying that it's not a deal breaker. It can be a deal breaker. Nobody is saying it can be a deal breaker, but So Uwa says everyone's goal for marriage is different. Truth is, it's likely you will date a married man when you leave your marriage. Very few women are lucky to find single or divorced men. So again, if you would date a married man when you leave your marriage, how are you sure the person you're leaving your husband for is not also a married woman who has left her cheating husband? So it continues to go around.
Yes.
Yes, it just continues to go around.
Let's be honest with the pool.
Yes, let's be honest with the pool. So I like what Uwa just said now. Uwa is saying that So you see, Jacinta, you see what Uwa just said. Let's go back to what she just said.
Yeah.
Then she says, everyone's goal for marriage is different.
Yeah.
Truth is, it's likely you would date a married man when you leave your marriage. Very few women are lucky to find a single or divorced man. So which is why we're asking, you're leaving your husband because cheating is a deal breaker for you. Do you understand? That's fine, not a problem. And then you leave because cheating is a deal breaker for you. And then you go start dating somebody else's husband. Do you understand? Because there are no single men out there. The woman who you're dating, her husband, finds out because cheating is a deal breaker for her. She now leaves. The circle continues to go round. It continues to go round, which is why we're asking. It's a deal breaker for you. And you know that you cannot find a single man or a divorced guy outside. And you're leaving to go be with somebody else who committed the same thing or did the same thing your husband did to you. Try and make it make sense. I'm not judging.
That's what I'm saying.
No, Jacinta,
yes,
Jacinta, I'm not judging.
Okay,
Jacinta, you see, the person who has left is not leaving because of the emotional trauma or because she doesn't want. Everybody leaves for reasons. Do you understand? I get you saying that, oh, maybe the person doesn't want to be in a relationship that has that bit of, that's so much commitment. But trust me, Jacinta, that's you saying that. There are people who will leave their marriage, go date another man, a married man, and still be emotionally involved in that relationship. Yes. There are people like that. They want commitment. You have to be committed to them. That's the only reason they will date you.
Okay, if you look at it in that from that angle,
yes,
you want commitment. You want commitment again.
Yes.
Now with a married man.
Yes.
Maybe maybe for them it was the betrayal.
Yes, they feel betrayed. But that's what we're trying to say. You feel betrayed.
How can you want commitment?
How can you? So you feel betrayed somewhere, and you're encouraging somebody else to betray their wife.
Yeah.
See, again, I don't care about that person's wife. To be honest.
So exactly. So you don't understand, Chinta. You don't get the point. It's a continuous circle. Then how are we going to get it right? Do you get my point?
The only way we can get it right is I think the only way we can get it right is with our decisions.
Exactly.
We're making terrible decisions as adults, and because of the fear of I might not find. A lot of people either stay in the marriages or leave and then jump into the arms of a married man. Even like it was said, people are lucky to find a single or divorced man. Single and divorced men too, they're also chronic cheats too. So you see, there's no place,
Jacinta,
to hide.
So Jacinta, do you now? So see where I'm going to right now. That's why I liked where you were standing, Jacinta. Cheating, you understand? Most times shouldn't be the reason for leaving. You know why? Because the person when you go meet go still cheat on you. So just make sure you bargain properly here.
Thank you. Yeah, I always say it. Marriage is a partnership. I always say it.
People you understand?
Who don't bargain
so if you can bargain properly where you are, and you are the first person, you are not a cheater as well, why don't you just bargain where you are and stay there? Is it not better off?
Because I think guys, this thing is actually work. Like, it's too much work.
It's a lot of work because you're going to go somewhere else. See what it is. You're going to go somewhere else. You're going to be the other woman. The only difference is you are negotiating. You are negotiating better. And trust me, the other woman will not plenty for the other woman list. The man get wife. He go get 3 other chicks follow you. The only thing you have there that is giving you comfort is that you're telling yourself, okay,
but
it's not for free.
Why would a woman date a married man? Most of the time it's for financial gains. Let's be honest.
You say, why would a woman date what?
A married man. Most of the time it's for financial gains. Most of the time. No, but let's be honest. Because he already has a woman that he will go home to every day. That he will tell you to shut up when she's calling him. That will not, you tell you don't pick call, you can't call him at certain hours unless you're done for. Let's be honest. Why would women date married
okay,
men?
so Uwa says, listen to what Uwa said. You can tolerate a fling cheating. You're a fling cheating. You can tolerate a boyfriend cheating.
A fling,
yeah, but a husband cheating, you can't stand it.
That's what I was trying to say as well earlier on, that, you know, the emotions tied to your husband is different from, you know.
So basically, we'll see you guys. I think we're here on Wednesday. Jacinta, you're here on Wednesday. Chete, you're here on Friday. So we'll see you guys. Jacinta, we'll see you on Wednesday.